where my company is Black Series Edition LLC. Yeah, this is a rant. One of the things I hate the most, it's basically I can't stand the industry. I hate it. And the reason why I hate the industry so much is because either they don't know or I don't know how this is considered to be the normal. A screen of this complexion is actually extremely bad. And the reason why, because this is a screen that can't even see contrast, can't pick up color, it can maintain a white level. An ambient light projection on it is not going to happen. And they actually claim this screen to be ambient light projection. This screen is crap. Literally, I can match that to house paint. Majority of most of these screens right here, I can match them to just basic house paint. So, this is Valva screen. We saw these coming at anywhere from 120 inches to 1,000 to around $700 for a screen size of 100 inches. So if you have a screen this complexion, problem you're going to have is your image is going to wash out. This is completely washed out. Some of you looking at this think it's producing a beautiful color. No, this is actually completely washed out. This is Disney at the end of the day. Disney is known for saturation of a lot of colors. That is completely extremely poor. And the first thing they'll do in a lot of these demonstrations you got to watch out for, they will show a lot of bright colors, so bright colors will fade less. All right, so let's get over here to the contrast levels. There you go. Told you. These screens cannot register, and nor can they pick up contrast levels. Do you see the ash right along here? This is the ash effect right here. See it all in here? Look at the color of the speakers here. Look at the color of the screen here. That background is supposed to be black. It's not supposed to be ash. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. So they look at this and they consider this to be passable. This is absolutely horrible. I'd rather just get a TV at the end of the day. People don't realize when they do these demonstrations, they really think they're seeing black. This is not black. This is actually gray. Look at the bezel around the side of the screen. That's blacker than this. Look at the sound bar. Sound bar is blacker than this. That's producing gray. Let's go back a little bit where she's in the dark. Characters in the dark. Gonna go a little back on that one. Yeah, I can't get that fast enough. Hold on for a minute. Let's slow that down a little bit. You can see that particular part right there. There we go. That'll work. Let's bring it back a little bit. There we go. Let's slow it down for you on that one. Do you see how horrible that looks? That's a 700, if that's 120, is it the 120? I hope it's at the 120 because that's $1,000. That is pretty bad. Mind the Valve projector has a 3,000 to 1 contrast, only has 1,800 lumens. But you don't have to have 3,000 lumens on an ultra short throw. You really don't. You can do it at 900 if you have a proper screen. That's how washed out the image is. And this is considered to be passable. Now, again, some people may say, well, Ken, they don't know about your technology, it doesn't exist. Yeah, that is true. We got to give them that much. They don't know it exists. I'm pretty sure if they knew the technology did exist and was out there running rampage and all that, this demonstration would have never been done. But that screen is completely washed out. That is what we call the ash effect. So screen color of this complexion, extremely bad. Because again, not going to pick up contrast. If you can't see contrast, you definitely will not be seeing color. And they claim this to be an ambient light projection screen. Look at that. That's actually pretty bad. Not even picking up any black. This is so washed out. It's not even funny how washed out this is. You can see that ash filter throughout the entire screen. That's so washed out. The sad thing about it is that people think at the end of the day, because if you can see the image there, it doesn't have to be great, but as long as you can see it there, it's passable. I seen it at Disney. When I went to Disney World, I saw these screens. They had barcodes, or running barcodes off $500,000 projectors, and the images were so poorly washed out. I seen it at Strawbridge and Clover. They had it set up in the 4K, beautiful 4K projector set up in the perfume section, and the screen was just so washed out. It was unbelievable. But because they can see little objects on there, they consider that to be passable. That's how you're advertising, man. That looks pretty poor. So that's supposed to be, we're looking at ambient light rejection screens right there. That's what we're hunting for. Now, let me show you what we're looking for as a comparison. Let me see. If I'm doing a demonstration on ultra short throw, I want to make sure that we have tons of light in the environment. I personally, myself, do not like to be stuck in dark environments. If they're telling me that projector can be used in a fully lit environment, you darn well want to make sure it can work in a fully lit environment. That's where I want to be at. I don't want to be sitting there like, oh, I have to be in the dark because if I turn the lights on, I don't want that. I don't want that scenario. Let me see. Hopefully our test will bring up here because they're still working on these video players, but you got to contact them because these video players are horrible. We need demos. So let's see if we can find that one with the ultra short though. And I wonder if it's here or it's in the other one. We did that one. These are mapping, so it wouldn't be these. These are all 1,000 lumen demonstrations. Two 35.1s. Yeah, so the video player probably issues they're having. That's an Optima GT 56. I'm pretty sure it's a 56. Sorry, we have a lot of demonstrations. A lot. We do a lot of testing. There's also two ultra short throw setups. That's the grid. How come everything runs on the grid perfectly? Whatever outside independent. I'm gonna just start running things strictly on the grids instead. Yeah, we did a lot. This is, someone's asking me today, ultra short throw demonstrations on motorized projection screens. That's what that is right there. Customer demonstrations. I doubt we're going to be able to get it. I'm going to have to put it up on here. What the hell down? Just too many videos. Oh, let me see. Optima GT 5500. I think it was a 55 or 56. I'm not sure which one we had. We had both of them. I don't know which one we did in the video. Let me see. Ultra short throw. Oh, outside. That would definitely be us. Short throw. No. Here we go. This is all us. We did tons of demonstrations. Anyone looking to hunt down Optima GT 5500 and you wonder if that thing will work correctly? Yeah, we did the test for you, like on every level you could possibly think of. We took it outside. We had the 55 and 56 both units. This is what I'm expecting. Everything I read in the specifications for that machine, I'm expecting it to work exactly in a fully lit environment. I do not plan to be stuck in the dark with that machine. This is what we're looking for when we're looking for ambient light environments. My screen was 126 inches, which means I was way over what this projector was designed to do. This projector was only designed to do a screen size of 100 inches. So this is when I go on a hunt, this is what I'm expecting to see. The exact same demonstration we did. Now, and I'm going to bring your names in a minute, and I don't care if you get upset. Jamie, your demonstration, extremely poor, and I'll tell you why. My screen's bigger than your screen at 126 inches. It has actual condensed lighting making contact with the screen at all times, and even the LED lights that are sitting around the screen aren't the independent lights. You have LED lights in the back of your screen, which are the independent lights. They're the only ones that show. You see my floor, you see my baseboard, all that's covered in white light because of the condensed lighting we had constantly hitting the screen at all times. See the wedge right here, see the wedge right there. At a projector for the price of what you paid for that thing at the end of the day, you mean to tell me you're stuck in these dark environments with these colorful spotlights behind the back of your screen and you consider that to be acceptable? That is extremely poor for the caliber of projector that thing is designed to do. It's a P2 for goodness sake, a laser projector, and that's the best you can do with that machine? That's extremely poor. This is your environment. This is what your environment looks like. When every time you do a demonstration, this is your environment. I see more LED lights popping off in your environment. It's supposed to be like this. If you're going to tell me that I'm buying an ultra short throw projector and the thing is supposed to react like a TV, then I shouldn't have to change my environment for that projector. If that's the case, I'll just buy a TV. People have to understand that when people are selling these products, you have to convince the customer why they should not buy a projector. If you buy a TV, I don't have to worry about buying the screen. It's all there. I have the screen and I have the freaking display. It's all there. So you got to convince somebody who basically can go out and buy a TV. Why in the world should I go out and spend the money to paint my screen, paint my wall, or anything else in the day, put the work into it, remember, there's some work involved in this, then go out and spend the money for a projector so I can see whatever's going to hit the screen? Am I going to be able to do this in a fully lit environment? Or am I going to be stuck in the dark? If that's the case, you might just buy a TV. There's no work. You attach it to the wall, you turn it on, boop, you're done. Lights can be on, no problem. But when you're constantly doing demonstrations in the dark, these are people like, I'm not changing my living room into a cave at the end of the day. Ultra short throws are not set up in dedicated theater rooms. You don't use ultra short throws in dedicated theater rooms. You use long throws in those. So an ultra short throw is going to be set up in a family setting, a living room, basically a recreation room, mostly living room. That's what they set them up at. How are you going to convince somebody at the end of the day that that is the best choice for them if they're going to be stuck in the dark 24/7? My living room is not a home theater room. It's a living room at the end of the day. If I want a dedicated theater room, I'll build one. But that is a living room, which means if I have to be in there with the lights off 24/7 so I can see the screen, it defeats the purpose of it being a living room. People should be able to sit there and read books and do whatever they want in an everyday environment and without change. This is what you should be doing. Now, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not pushing you to buy my product. You buy, you don't, you don't. It's up to you. But this is what you're supposed to be seeing when you turn on an ultra short throw projector. You're not supposed to be stuck in the dark with these Christmas tree lights flashed behind the back of your screen. Or little bits of light here and there that's not even really making contact with the screen. So when I get people up there saying at the end of the day, well, you know, hey, I'm in a well-lit environment. Oh, no, the heck, you're not in a well-lit environment. Your environment is extremely poor. When you see people saying, well, I got condensed lighting hitting my screen, no, you don't. Your lighting is way over here, way up over here. Mine is actually right on top of the screen. My mark number of my Optima GT. We're going to go switch over to some cartoons. So this is what I'm looking for when I'm hunting for demonstrations. That's what I'm looking for. See the background? See how dark it is? Wall tells the whole story of exactly how much light is in the environment. Look at that. Environment is dark as dark can be. So y'all living rooms look like this 24/7, really. Some of y'all environments are so dark, people are going to question whether or not you're vampires or not. That's an extremely dark environment. This is a valve ambient light projection screen. And they point up here, this light's not making any contact because the wall is completely dark from here to here. Oh, gee whiz. Wall's still freaking dark. Vivid Storm. We've done this one before. We've had Vivid Storm here. Another dark environment. Look where the projector's sitting. Do you see how dark it is around the projector? The light's actually reflecting off the screen and adding light onto the projector. That tells me that the environment is really, really dark. Telltale signs right here. Any light? Any light in the environment? Any. Doors open. Curtains are shut. That's extra light that we brought into the environment. Even though it's behind it, it's still light that can be brought in. And it's so dark. If the door is open, it's that dark where the light is actually pushing right here. It's enough to illuminate right here. Then that area is dark. So this is supposed to be a white screen. This is an ambient light projection screen. Can you tell the difference which one's which? I kind of understand why this. We're not going to call him an idiot. We're not going stupid in the video. We're not going to call him that. Because I call him those names basically when he does dumb stuff. I do. He needs to be called those names. And this one we're not. Jamie, do you see a difference between these two screens? This is what I mean by the industry sucks. Literally, how in the world are you going to sit up there and show people two screens that look exactly the same, no real difference, and say one's a white screen and one's an ambient light projection screen? Do you see a difference between the two? And the funny thing about this is the Valva. This is the same screen that I watched a guy called Phantom HD blend the screen with a freaking $69 eBay screen and a gray wall. Where is the difference between, oh, I gotta get a screenshot of this one. Where is the difference between, sorry about bumping the chair. What's the difference between the Valva screen and the white screen? Where is the freaking difference? Where is it? Where's the difference? What do you see? Where's the difference? It's sort of like watching one of those games where basically you have to figure out back and forth which one's different. No, they're actually exactly the same. This is the same thing I saw in the demonstration with Phantom HD when he basically showed the difference between a white screen and the Valva. They did exactly both the same thing. This is what I'm talking about by the industry sucks. Because again, they pump these screens out, they pump these phony fake projectors out, and they go, hey, buy this screen because this screen's going to show you a massive difference between that and a white screen. You spent $700 for this right here at the end of the day that looks exactly like that? Gee whiz, that's jacked up. Do they test their stuff at the end of the day? I would really love, best Christmas gift I could ever have is sitting down with some of these CEOs and going, what the freak is this? Oh, I would just love for them to get up from that chair and go, whoa, what you see here is the molecular triangle of the aptry trapezoid. Sit the freak down. That is the dumbest thing. Are you kidding me? Someone posted this and somebody saw it and go, wow, there is a difference. He ain't the only one that does this dumb stuff. I thought it was just him at the end of the day. He does it and it is stupid and you kind of can see where he gets it from. But gee whiz, at least you gotta have some common sense to see that these are both the same screens. I see a little bit of a slight hue, a slight discoloration, the contrast levels look better. They're both the same thing. Except for one costs $700 and the other one is far cheaper. Oh, that's a lot of money. I've seen that machine. Those are very expensive. Those valve machines are very, very expensive. Blinds are not open. They're all on a slant. As you can see, there's light pushing here. They should be open fully. So that way, and he opened up fully? He did, but where's the screen? Next to, oh, forget it. What the freak are we doing at the end of the day, people? Oh, still in the dark. So very much you can't use this in a fully lit environment. That's not gonna work. All this money spent and it ain't gonna happen. Well, that's me. Still dark environment. What true ambient light projection should look like? Are you kidding me? I know this guy. I explained it to you, buddy. You call that ambient light projection environment. Look how dark your corners are. Look at the bottom of this right here. That is extremely dark environment. My environment in the next room is brighter than this. And my screen's in there is 159 inches, 1610. And I can generate an image better than this. You're an ultra short throw projector. Mine sits 21 feet from the screen. I can still do that at 1,000 lumens with no problem against a white surface. And in this demonstration, look how dark the areas are here. Corners here, corners here. This is just too freaking dark. Oh my goodness. And he has a nerve to write what a true ambient light projection screen looks like. Are you kidding me? Oh, gee whiz. So this is where your light's at from here to here. Again. That's not ambient light projection. And you got an open window right here. What the dude, why didn't you open the window? Literally got a window right there. Why didn't you open the door? You got a door and you got a window right next to your screen and you didn't open this? Huh. Look at the size of the screen too on top of that. Oh, gee whiz Louise. Oh. No. It's more light than the rest of it is what it was, but still no. Bright colors. Where's the contrast at? One of the things I see when they add a lot of color in, they definitely put in bright colors. When it's contrast, they put in it dark. What true ambient light projection is supposed to look like at the end of the day. Seriously, compared to this. Really, my condensed lighting is literally on top of my screen. My screen's at 126. Ultra short though, right here. That's not ambient light projection. This is ambient light projection. And my ceiling fan is off because literally the light didn't work at the time here. And I still have condensed lighting here and here. Same lighting you see in here hit the fireplace is the same lighting you see in here right across my screen. And this is supposed to be considered to be ambient light projection. No. If I stuck it in my environment, we'd have issues. But still a little better than what I've seen in some of the demonstrations. I give that much. I do. It is much better light than what I've seen. Most of the ones are really, really dark. But this color right here, this gray right here, bad idea. Gray right here is a bad idea. Because again, gray does not pick up contrast or color. It's an old color. All right. Am I going to get this here? Let me see what we got going on here. Area is still dark here and here and here. Right by the window, what do we got? Blinds are shut. They're not even open. The blinds are literally shut. You can look at it for yourself. It's supposed to be to see objects on the opposite side of the blinds. And why didn't he turn the lights on over here? You got an overhead light here. How come none of those were turned on? And oh, come on, people. No. I'm gonna sit back today and just basically figure out what the new name. We got our company's Black Series Edition LLC. We're not changing that because we're changing how we basically reframe what we call projection and how we see it. I can't be a part of this mess because every time I turn around, it's the same thing. It's the same dark environment. It's the same reviews on the fake, phony, knockoff projectors. It's the same crap. Oh, I meant to look that up too. I'm gonna see if any customers got this projector because the only one I saw right now were people just doing reviews on it. Oh, yeah, I want to see if anybody has this thing. These were the people doing the reviews on them. This projector was claiming to be 4,000. It's not 4,000. I literally had people in my room arguing over this one. I mean, they were in my room arguing, upset with me. They were really, because you know why? They wanted to buy the projector, and they didn't like the fact that I put a freaking wrench in their engine, or a monkey wrench in their engine. They didn't like that. They wanted to buy the projector. Oh, go ahead and buy it. You know what I mean? You don't need my opinion. They go buy it. Knock yourself out. Get ripped off. You know what I mean? But they basically got upset with me because I told them that the projector was 1080p. I told you the projector was 1080p. Oh, you know how good that felt when I actually grilled that guy in the room and he finally told me that the projector was 1080p. Oh man, screenshotted that, posted it. Yeah. Go out and buy it. Knock yourself out. Not a swivel. All right, I don't really care about the swivel. What's going on with the image? I rest my case. It's a 4,000 lumen projector. You should never have to be in the dark. The picture quality might be crappy, but it's 4,000 lumens. You should not be in the dark with 4,000 lumens of power. That's a lot of power for a projector. And this thing is sitting up here in the dark. I need an actual customer who has this thing. At 4,000 lumens. Oh, this is me saying why I would not support that projector. No, I won't support it. We don't support them. If you come to us with it, we turn you away. And we can't support it. It's trash. I literally had that conversation. This is when I told people I don't support that projector. And people literally got ticked off at me about this thing. I mean, they got upset with me about it. Well, I got 14 something views or 14K views, whatever, 1,000 views. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But anyway, yeah, I was trying to warn y'all, don't go near the projector. It's crap. Somebody had contacted me on Kickstarter. And basically, that's how I found out about the projector because I didn't know anything about it. So when somebody had contacted me, they said, hey, look, they got this projector over here. Will your screen paint support it? And I was like, well, let me see what this thing is. I already knew what the name was. Maybe they upgraded. Maybe they bettered the machine because they've been contacted us before about working on designing screen paints for one of their showrooms. So I'm thinking like maybe they got a better version of this thing. Maybe they got actual 4K. That'd be kind of cool. So I go in there and I look at it and I see the promo demonstration. And the promo demonstration is a lot of glamour and it's padded and glitter. And I'm like, man, that doesn't work, man. There's no way in the world that projector is doing what it's saying it's doing. It's got to be for the price you're asking for. Can't get no 4K projector for that price. Used, not brand new, you can't. So I'm like, no, there's something wrong with it. It's got to be at least It's got to be using pixel shifting. So that's the first thing I started on asking about, the pixel shifting. And I kept coming in and kept asking the guy and asking, kept going back and forth with me. And then he finally sat there and said, yeah, it's a 1080p based projector. And I was like, that's all I need to ever say. That's it. I got 2 trophies. I got the Valve saying that, and I got JM Go. If I'm saying it right, JM Go. Yeah, I got them to say it. I posted it right there on the site, and everybody came and said, thank you so much, saved me some money, because I was going to buy this projector thinking it was 4K, and it wasn't. But even worse, it's not freaking 4,000 lumens. Because again, if you take a white screen, you hit it with a 4,000 lumen projector, you're going to see some images on the screen. It might not be fantastic, but it's still going to be to survive in that environment. Every demonstration that I've seen on this projector was in a dark environment, which means the projector is not officially 4,000. Got to be careful about that. But these people, I hate to call them sheep, they were just jumping on it. Oh, the fellow right here with this video, yeah, the conversation with him in the room. Me and him were talking in a Facebook chat about his environment. And I told him at the end of the day, your environments are fake. He said, oh, they're not fake. Dude, you got one freaking window right here. That's basically about it. And your entire baseboard, all that's dark in the environment. You're going to tell me at the end of the day that you got light coming through the window? That's nothing. Well, you have something better. Oh, yeah, I definitely got something better. I sent him the picture on the off the short though, sitting in a bay of windows inside. Yeah, shut all that nonsense down. Then I showed him another demonstration outside. He disconnected. Because you guys are yes men at the end of the day, and you hurt people on the day with these dumb projectors by coming on there. People watch your channel, you got tons of followers, and they sit there and watch and believe everything you say out of your mouth. And it's your responsibility to tell them the truth instead of basically supporting these projectors because they line your pockets with some money. This is what makes the industry suck at the end of the day. And then you got people falling to the victim of basically buying the screens because they think the screens are basically, you can only use these screens with these particular projectors. No, man, that's a huge, massive scam at the end of the day. Because now you're buying a crappy projector with a crappy screen. Freaking Phantom HD showed you that perfectly in his video demonstration with the side-by-side with the white screen. He literally spent money, $2,700 or probably more, for a projector that's not even 4K. It doesn't have the 6,000 lumens it was claiming to have. It has 1,800. And then turn around, the screen it's displaying on, again, not ambient light projection, and did the same thing as a white screen. He spent all that money and got ripped off. He'd just better off if he just went out and just bought a basic 1080p projector, an Optima GT55, and a white screen. It came out a whole lot cheaper. You got a 1080p based projector. So I sent him over the little clip where the fellow said it's 1080p, and that's the last I heard of him. Yeah, because you based your whole entire YouTube channel off basically telling people that you know all this stuff at the end of the day, and you're quite aware of the Valve projector, the technology is so fantastic, I don't know what I'm talking about. You want my attention? Here's my attention. And that's the last I heard of this guy. And he may ramble and still run his mouth at the end of the day. Don't care about that. As long as I know that you were talking about a machine that you didn't know anything about at all. You thought you knew about it. Yeah. They got sued by Epson. Basically, Epson filed a lawsuit against them. I don't know how much they won in the lawsuit, but they got sued by Epson for false specifications where they were lying and claiming that projectors were 6,000 lumens. Look it up for yourself, and found the projector was only 18. So again, you got nothing for what you paid for. You got ripped off. Now, same thing with the JM Go, whatever the projector is. I told people right from the door, don't buy the projector. The projector is crap. And people came in the room ranting and carrying, you don't know what 4K is, and pixel shifting is 4K. No, pixel shifting is not 4K. Cut it out. Enough with that nonsense. You're embarrassing yourself. If you, put it this way, say native 4K never existed, right? And the only thing we have is pixel. All right, you can make that claim all day long. I support that 100%. But native 4K does exist. So why in the world would you need pixel shifting? Because the big boy projectors and name brands, they don't have pixel shifting. And people say, oh, no, they don't have pixel shifting. They have the money to have native 4K. Literally, you'll see here in the article where the guy sat there and literally said out of his mouth in our conversation, he said the reason why they use pixel shifting is because it's a cheaper build for the projector and they save money. And by them saving money, allows them to be able to charge the projector for much cheaper. Huh, there he says it. I'll go pop over to my channel and we'll go check it out. Because I got it posted right here. I think we're on the wrong one. Which one was supposed to be on here right here? I'm actually talking to a customer back and forth. Let me see. I need to come over to my profile. Are we on Crystal Ridge? All right, so why are we over here? Where's my phone? I hate it when they mix myself up in here. I'm literally here, but they're saying that I'm here, but I'm supposed to be somewhere else. All right, let's see. Let's get this. All right, let's go in here. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's come here and let's go over to Crystal Ridge, where I'm supposed to be at, over here. All right, there we go. Now we're in here. All right, so let's come over here to the conversation. And I'm glad I got him to say it, because again, that saves people a lot of money. But some people are really mad at me because they're saying, well, you know, you're just trying to, you're jealous and you're this, that, and the other, and you don't own the projector. Dude, I ain't got to own the projector to know what I'm looking at the end of the day. It just comes from experience. And sure enough, when I popped up with that article, everybody was quiet. And also, too, those of you that were in the live stream with me, when I was actually on their Facebook channel and saw the hiccup, yeah, they removed everything that I said. As a matter of fact, I can call them on something that they were supposed to do and didn't do. April the 10th, they were supposed to do a demonstration back and forth with a conversation. I want to see a demonstration on a 4,000 lumen in a fully lit environment and the contrast levels. And I never got the demonstration. It was never done. So they lied. Here we go, right here. Well, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, that's the hugest piece of humble pie. Some people in there were just ranting. This one guy just kept ranting. I kept him in the room. I always keep you in the room, just in case, you know what I mean? Give you long enough rope to go hang yourself. Here we go. Which one you want? This is the valve. We'll go to this one right here. Here we go. It's right here. Let's see if we can blow this up a little bit for you. All right, there we go. Let's take the phone off the stand for a little bit. So right here, Kenneth Bird, right there. He's talking to me right now. That's the author right there. Talking to me, Kenneth Bird, 1080p and 920 by 1080 pixels. He's telling the projector is actually a 1080p projector right there. He didn't say it was 4K. Although the native resolution, and he goes into about the 0.47 DM chip, is 1080p. Yeah, it's a 1080p projector. The N1 Ultra taps the XPR technology, a solution that Wally applies across the DLP, well, I'm telling you, this is going to put me to sleep, DLP projector industrials to deliver an image which is 4K resolution. No, not true, lie. The solution allows the N1 to present and Premiere, if I'm saying incorrectly, apologize, a viewing experience, and at the same time keep the price at an affordable range, which means it's basically cheaper for them to make it a native 1080p projector using pixel shifting because it's cheaper to do it. But you're still not getting 4K. You're getting pixel shifting. That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. And do we have, I think I did write it down. Let's see, if I told you available around April. I'm gonna basically look that one up too. So yeah, you're getting 1080p. For those of you who talked about the Valve projector, here you go. Knock yourself out. Valve projector is also a 1080p based projector, right there. Valve, talking directly about Valve is a 1080p pixel shifting. It's 1080p. It didn't say it was 4K. It said it was 1080p, which means you purchased, whoever bought one of those, you purchased a 1080p projector that was claiming to be 4K. This is the reason why they couldn't put down their pixel count, because they didn't have one, because it was 1080p. That's why. That's why when the guy kept asking me when he said, oh, it's pixel shifting, and I go, it's pixel shifting, but you don't have enough pixels to make 4K. So what is the actual pixel count of the projector? Yeah, a lot of people don't answer those questions. So the actual pixel shift of the projector is 1080p. So you just purchased 1080p, that's what you bought. Where's my battery pack? Why don't you? I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful in any way, but you know, you don't want to see somebody get ripped off in the long run. on buying something with a whole lot of hype behind the back of it, and then you get ripped off, and then you find out that it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. You're going to be subjected to, hold on, I'm going to get a battery pack real quick. You're going to be subjected to a white and gray screen that cannot pick up contrast, that cannot pick up color, and you're going to be stuck in the dark. And then you're going to pop up on YouTube, and you're going to see my demonstrations on my cheap projectors in a fully lit environment, and you're going to go, gee whiz, I think that guy can help me out in the day. But we can't. We can't help you out because we can't support those machines. They won't work. That's why we have them there. Now, if you get one to work, if you take a risk and you get one to work and you come back and say, hey, I got it to work, so and so and so, oh, then we'll put it on the list with no problem. We'll add it to the list. But most likely it's not going to work. Now, they had a section in Amazon on one of their ultra short throw projectors that claimed that the projector was 2400 lumens. But if you took the projector and you put it on an ambient projection screen, it jumped to 36. How the frig is that possible? It's not. So yeah, 1080p base, and the other one also too is 1080p. They're both 1080p projectors. But because they go through some DLR X something system, blah, 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 then somebody nerd came and said all DLP projectors, no, they're not. No. Not all DLP projectors. No projectors has the pixel shift. I think that's pixel shifting are cheap projectors. They have it. If you're going to charge that much money for a projector, some of them are something like around, well, that one projector, they went $5,500 for that thing, and that projector has no pixel shifting. And no, it has pixel shifting, it has pixel shifting, IWAL, whatever it's called, IWAL. It's $5,500. So you mean you can charge $5,500 for a projector with no pixel shifting? Sorry, get that mixed up. You charge $5,500 for a projector with pixel shifting. That costs more than a P2. And the P2 is 4K, native 4K. So are the Sonics and Samsungs and LGs, so are they. How much time do we put into this thing? Yeah. All right, so we looked through all these ultra short throws. I'm trying to find a customer who owns this. This guy, is this a customer who owns this machine? No, that's the guy who basically did the demonstration, and it's still a dark environment. Gee whiz. We got anybody who owns, anybody buy this thing? Let me see. Promo demonstration. That's us again. Someone has one here. Well, that's something you don't want to see when you're actually on YouTube, isn't it? Yeah. I remember when I was coming up, you couldn't do that kind of stuff on TV. So, is it in the dark? Yeah, it is in the dark. You got condensed lighting somewhere here and here. It's hitting here and here, but it's dark in the background. So he's doing the JMO projector with Vivid Storm projection screen. What else is up there? Is that a white screen sitting behind it? Because that's not doing so well right now. That's light gray. They all look exactly the same. This one's a little bit more faded right here. This is a little better, but still they're all faded. They're all the same thing. It's 3 different screens and they all look the same thing. Gee whiz, this is what it's, now all gray screens are blending. Look at that right there. Look at, have a look at that right there. Tell me that's not messed up. It's not only the projector at the end of the day, because that projector is supposed to be 4,000 lumens, so it should be an environment much brighter than that. But that's 3 different color screens up there, and they're all gray. The bottom one is a lighter one, so that one's is reacting like a white screen right there. Now it's completely dark because now you can't see the bottom, it's well lit. Oh, they make some good demonstrations too with a lot of color. I need that one. I want demonstrations. I forget the name of that company all the time. They make some good demonstrations, they really do. I need that one. There we go. Hold on. Check them out. They got some real good demonstrations. All right, this is the projector here they're using. All right, the JMGO N1 Ultra projector they're using here. This is VIVIStorm. So these are all different shades of VIVIStorms, from light dark to gray. Well, they all look the same. What do you mean? Which one's better? And why are we at that frequency? Was that a hotspot? Oh, heck yes, that was a freaking hotspot. I thought I saw it the first time. I was like, wait, is that a hotspot? Then look at the screen, freaking hotspotted. Watch, I'll show you right here. Right there. See it? There it is right there. I'm going to slow it down for you. That sucker hotspotted right there. Look in that right center right there. Watch this. I knew I saw hot spotting. You see it now? That's hot spotting. I don't know what the heck. Is that from the projector or what? Or is that from the screen hot spotting? But that, there it is right there. So it's showing those sums right there. I like this colorful demonstration. I want to do this on my screen. But that sucker just hot spotted right there. See? Hot spot right there. Or is the projector doing that? What is doing that? What is causing that? That is really, really crazy discoloration right there. But if it was a projector, it would have been all over the screen. It literally been all over the screen. That's just pinpointed to one area. Look at that. What's the name of that video? No, go back. I turned slow motion. There we go. Master Chef Colors. I want this video right here. I'm watching this one on my screen. I like the colors they have in here. The colors are beautiful. There we go. Pause that. I do this because, man, I write stuff down, never find it. Did I get it before it actually changed over? Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna play it on my screen. Yep, did it right there again. Right there in the middle. That's a screen hotspot. There's nowhere in the world that's coming off the projector like that. It did it again. See it right there? Watch this. There it is again. Oh, shoot. Is it a rainbow effect? Oh, man. You ever had one of those happen before? You ever had delivery of actually seeing a rainbow effect? Make your stomach turn inside out, make you want to throw up. It's really bad. Actually, it literally knocks you out of the chair. Because it's like, man, it's like being shot in the face with a rainbow. It literally, that's what it feels like. You see all these wild colors going across. It is really creepy. I actually had a rainbow effect happen on the DOP projector. That green is popping up. That is from really craziness right there. See right there? Right there is where it popped up again. Right there, look at that. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if the screen's hot spotting or is that, well, it's not. It's a DLP. It's a DLP projector. DLP projectors have rainbow effect. Those are the ones that trigger that rainbow effect. What the freak is that? That is crazy. So that could be hot spotting. If it was rainbow effect, if it was a rainbow effect, it'd have started from one end to the screen and just like that. That's what a rainbow effect does. But that's hot spotting. Screen hot spotting like that. I wish you'd turn these off and so we can see which one's which. It's the one in the middle. This is the lighter one. Let me see which one. How dark? That's a darker screen. That should never be hot spotting like that. I would expect this one to do it because it's a lighter screen, but that's a darker screen. See the colors on the outside of the screen right here? That's a darker screen. That's the one that was doing the hot spotting. This is a lighter one. You would expect it happening from here, not from this one. Oh, and those are the floor raising too. Wow. Maybe they don't work on that particular projector. I don't know. Whatever that is, that was kind of weird. All right, I am going to go check out this because we can look at I don't know, outdoor projection screens are all white screens. You're not going to find any good outdoor screens. The only ones out there, outdoor projector screens. They're going to do one with the projector on it. We just blowing up the screen. And this one, usually that's what we're faced with. I want to see a demonstration with it blowing. Oh, this thing is funny. That hair restore, man, that thing is hilarious. Be happy. Well, okay, that was a bust. It'd have been nice if we'd seen something on the screen. That'd have been nice. She built this sucker. That's pretty cool. But they put a white screen up there. Well, again, like I said, that's the normal. Can't really blame that one. That's the normal. People actually think that a white projection screen is the best screen to have outside. Nope, it's not. It's the worst thing you can have outside. Yeah, it's a shame. Nice built too. Very nice built, but it's a shame. White screen is the worst thing you can have outside. See, color is completely washed out. And people will look at that and go, oh, it looks fantastic. No, that thing looks like trash. I'm sorry, but it does. I'm not trying to be rude to the person's video, but it does. It's garbage. Color is washed out. Yeah, 14 feet away from the screen. That's it. We did it at 27 on a 100 250 inch screen. So no, that's not good. But this is what they're used to. You can't say no, this is what they're used to. This is normal. That's the sad thing about it. It's just like people think the normal is you got to go out and spend a ton of money for a projector just to get the image to pop up correctly. Be stuck in an ambient controlled environment and turn your living room into a cave. They think that's normal. That's not normal. We're not up here with 35 millimeter film anymore. Why are you guys sitting in the dark? I tell people at the end of the day, look, if everything you have in your house is black, these monitors are black right here. So you can see that's a black monitor right there. It's not gray, it's a black monitor. Your cell phones, they have black screens on them, right? Everything has black screens on them, right? So why is your projection screen still gray? If someone sold you a cell phone with a gray screen, you wouldn't buy it. The first thing you would see out of your mouth is, man, I don't want that old thing. That thing is outdated. Look at the screen, it's gray. All right, then why is your screen gray? One in snow? No, one in snow, just on the snow. That's how an outdoor screen is supposed to function. That's on a 720p projector. I forgot we got it in slow-mo right now. See that slow-mo. It's supposed to look like a TV. It's on a $270 projector. Best screens you can have outside are black. And the screens have to be able to absorb a ton of light, even more light. That screen has to be able to absorb than actually inside. There's more light outside than there's actually outside. Inside. Boy, I hate being out there. You have no idea what Mosquito Valley out there. Mosquito Valley out there. You see the front right here? Those of you who have balding spots in your grass and you want to use all kinds of chemicals and stuff, bad idea. Don't touch chemicals. Don't put that stuff on your grass. You see how thick my grass is? See how thick it is all the way around, how thick it is? You know how I did all that? No chemicals. I fed the birds for 1 year. That's what I did. All the defecation they were doing in the yard, perfect fertilizer. You see how thick my grass is? My grass was crazy thick. My neighbors were sitting there looking at it like, how the freak did you get the grass to be that thick? I'll show you one of the demonstrations. When I first moved there were bald spots all in the yard. But by me feeding the birds every single day for a year, they were using my backyard like a giant bathroom. And that's how the grass got so thick. Everybody else in the neighborhood couldn't figure out how in the world I got the grass so thick. They thought I used a chemical. No, you don't use chemicals. Keep it natural. Mind you, spray all those chemicals in your yard and everything, your kids go back, your dogs go back there, man, and later on, down through time, they do some studies, oh, this stuff could cause cancer. You gotta be careful about those chemicals, they're extremely dangerous. Just go feed the birds every day, feed the squirrels, feed whatever comes out there, and I guarantee you, down through time, this is what's gonna happen to your yard. See how thick that grass is. That grass was so thick, I could walk out there barefooted. My feet would disappear in that grass. Now you see how thick it is right there? When I first moved there were bald spots. There's another one right here showing you. There's another demonstration outside. Here we go. But that's how it's supposed to look. When you go outside and you watch the screen, that's how it's supposed to look. We were outside around 5 o'clock. I was out there watching, well, I couldn't be out there that long because I couldn't figure out when I first moved there. Everybody had nice patio furniture in the back. And I'm like, why is no one ever in the backyard? No one was ever in the backyards. And then I found out when I went back there to do a recording, it's Mosquito Valley back there. Other than that, I go out there and do my demonstrations, and that was it. I never really got a chance to enjoy the screen because you're eating alive out there. Look at this right here. Watch this right here. See the fish come out right from the screen like it's 3D. But that's how it's supposed to be. When you watch screens outside, that's how it should look. And it's not even hard to do. That material we got right there is a fabric we bought over at Amazon for like $60, $50. My 250-inch screen, I paid $95 for my Surface. That was it. Coated it with that technology, and that was it. Hung it up. A giant movie screen outside. Fully weatherproof. It was weatherproof because 250-inch screen, I was not pulling down. And I definitely wasn't pulling that one down because that was actually made into a frame into the screen. This is the things I learned down through time. When I built it into a frame, when the wind would come down and hit the screen, it would hit that boom, the whole house would shake a little bit. So, because it had this huge wall right there. So, next time I hung the screen, I let it have a little give to it. So that way it would give a little bit when the wind hit it. You learn stuff as you go along. You see how thick and beautiful that grass is? I was really shocked. I didn't even notice it until one day I leaned over the railing and I saw the grass and I was like, gee whiz. And me feeding the squirrels came up because when COVID hit, I was sitting out there and I saw a squirrel pop up on the table, and I fed it some food, and it came back. And later on, it came back with 4 or 5 more of his friends. So I started feeding them down there instead of having them come up on the deck, because it became a little reckless. And next you know, I had a backyard full of squirrels. There must have been about 20, 30 squirrels back there. There were birds back there. I even seen a couple of hawks come down from time to time. Now it's interesting, animals don't kill. Well, some do kill for the sake of sport, but majority, most of them just kill because they're hungry. I saw that reason why. Because we have hawks in the neighborhood, and the hawks were known for just taking small animals and just about anything else just to eat. But I just saw a red-tailed hawk laying between 2 squirrels and didn't kill them because there was food out there. Ain't no point in killing anything if there's food out there for them. So the squirrels and hawks were able to eat together without killing each other. Well, the squirrels were killing the hawks, but the hawks didn't kill the squirrels because there was plenty of food. So what's the point of hunting? That was interesting to watch. That's one thing I do miss about that property. I do miss the front yard and backyard, and I do miss being able to feed my animals. That's what I do miss. But when I get to 7 acres, I'll be able to feed a lot of animals, which I can't wait, because I'm going to get me a cow. Actually, not a cow. I'm actually want a Highlander cow. If I'm blessed to get it, a giant furry cow. Let's see, Crystal Age, we're doing on Crystal Age. No, we're going with the 180 inch, 180 inch, 180 inch. We're writing that twice, bird. Best screen, I'm going to tell you right now, I had wasn't a giant screen. The best screen that I had was a 126 inch Elite edgeless screen outside. It was perfect. On top of that deck, it wasn't too big, it wasn't too overpowered. It was like having a TV outside. That's what it felt like. It had blue neon lights around it. They traced all around the deck at the patio front. Always, I loved it so much. It was like watching TV. Sometimes the big screens are nice. If you have a crowd of people, they're fantastic. But for one person, 250 inch screen is a big, big screen. There it is right there. That's the Star Wars screen right here. Now, if you look at the front, see all those little bald spots on the dirt right there? Yeah, that's what my yard used to look like right there. All them bald spots. Until I went out there and I fed the birds every day and the squirrels and just about everything else. For 1 year, that's what they turned my yard into. See all those bald spots everywhere. Look at the grass. See, look at the, it didn't even have good greenery, nothing. Yep. Landlord came out there and was like, what the freak are you using out here that's causing the grass to grow like this? And I was like, nothing. I've just been feeding the animals. That's all I've been doing. So if they know there's a source of food where they can go to, that's where they're going to go to. Sooner or later, I had foxes out there. We call it the party animals, the night animals. I had foxes out there and raccoons. I was buying fresh fruit and cutting it up and putting it out there for them. Especially the raccoons and possums. And that right there is the 180 inch. Do a little gaming on there. When I did this game on a 250 inch, gee whiz, my car was actually the size of a car. Watch some movies out there. Should a movie display over here. This is what your movie should be looking like outside, just like that. And you should be doing it on cheap projectors. The reason why people go out and spend projectors with high calibers, because again, they're used to being on white screens. So if a white screen washes outside on 4,000, what are they going to do? They're going to get a projector 6,000 or 7,000, spend all that money just to still come up short. Our technology will allow you to do it for far cheaper. And then this right here would be me watching Cat in the Hat in the backyard. Look how bald the ground was. It's pretty bald. I'll tell you one thing, renting a house in Philadelphia like this, easy to get. $1,700, easy to get. Renting a house down here, no, a little different down here. Much more expensive, and the houses down here are like Victorians. They're old Victorian houses. Kind of freaks me out because it could be haunted, but then you never know until you find out. This right here is the massive 250-inch screen. This thing was work to put in. It was not easy. So I kind of figured it out later on when I was putting the thing together. And it took 16 bolts from the top to drop it in from the top. And you couldn't put it into a frame because this thing was put into a frame, and when were they hit it, you thought a 180-inch or 150-inch screen would rattle your house. Imagine this sale at the end of the day. So I tried lacing with bricks at the bottom, but when the wind hit it, it threw the bricks, which became really dangerous. So then I went and got myself about 10 or 12 of the stakes, and they worked perfectly. So the object was basically, when you hung the screen, you hung it straight enough, but you had to hang it where it was just a little bit inward. So basically when the wind hit it, it wouldn't push too far outwards. And I got it. Man, that was a great screen to watch. I missed my 250. I'm gonna get another one. I'm going bigger this time. I get to 7 acres. I'm gonna do a 500-inch screen. That's what I'm gonna build. Yeah, you know, I'm watching Pacific Rim on a freaking 250. My neighbors came outside. The guy was like, gee whiz, what the freak? I had a couple of neighbors that heard the sound system. They came down. I was like, come on down. They came down. I had one guy on camera. We talked a little bit. And he was like, what the freak? This thing is freaking gigantic. I was like, yeah, it's a huge, massive screen. We need it for a demonstration. Man, I knew that, you know, eventually I was going to leave that place. But I utilized it. Daylights out of the house. I got everything I needed out of it. A big backyard like that, man. I took advantage of everything I could possibly do out of that place. You know what I mean? I got a chance. It was a blessing to be there because I got a chance to test my technology on so many different levels. And now these outside demonstrations, I can use them for years to come. All right, people. Well, I mean, like I said, at the end of the year, we're definitely going to be changing over to a different name. But I don't like what's going on in the industry. I don't think that people are getting a fair shake when it comes to screens. I literally go, when I went to Home Depot, Best Buy, I watched a guy sell a guy a pretty expensive NQ projector. Then he sold him a white screen and convinced him that the colors that he was going to pick up and the projector, he was going to see it on the screen in a fully lit environment because they had like 4,000 lumens. You got plenty of power. You're going to be able to see it in a fully lit environment. The thing has all these colors. Don't make a difference what that projector has. He is not going to pick it up on that white screen at all, period. That's what's going to happen. All right, well, hope you enjoyed. I got to go. It wasn't much of a rant. I guess no, it wasn't much of a rant. All right, I'm going to watch some TV. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Got to go. For those who are interested in the products, they're available on the website with free worldwide shipping. That being said, I'm going to grab something to eat and watch some TV.